Who knows what evil lives in the heart of games? The Shadow knows.
Hi, I'm the Shadow Knows and I'm back with another pickup / channel update video. And these are not pickups from a particular event, but just basically the pickups I did last year. That I did not publish any pickup videos did not mean I did not go to any retro börsen. I visited quite a few with Tomaniac, but when we came back we mostly did not want to do any pickup videos. We were too tired or just wanted to watch a movie or something like that. But now I will do the pickup video. I got a copy of Demon Attack for the VIC-20 in box. Sadly, it does have the manual and the cartridge looks great. The box is a little bit, but just a little bit. No, it's perfectly fine. It was Demon Attack for the Philips where the box was torn. Yeah, so Demon Attack for the VIC-20. Then I've got Dragonfire for the Intellivision. Not that cartridge, but this cartridge. Sadly no box, but everything else. Even the advertisement flyer. And I've got Frogbox for the Intellivision and Carnival for, I think it's for the ColecoVision. It looks like, or is it also the Intellivision? No, it's also for the Intellivision. So the game Carnival, made by Sega, adapted for the Intellivision by CBS, which also made the ColecoVision, and it comes with a manual. And that was my loot from one retro burst. I can't remember which one it was. But there I got this stuff. And last Saturday I went to, not Hengelo, that's the next one, Zwolle, with Tomaniac, and I got a Beam Rider cartridge for the Atari 2600 for very little money. And on another retro burst, I'm doing this because I have some larger items that I will have to show you out of the box. So I got, what is this? It's an MFX antenna cable that might give away the next thing. I have a joystick, not quite sure what joystick it is, but it's micro switch, and I think it's excuse me, it's an MSX joystick, and of course I have two of them. Don't know how well they work. Fire buttons feel awful, but I'm pretty sure I did not pay much for it. And I've got an MSX computer, a Philips VG8020. It's heavy and it's a 64K machine, and I'm Spinnertis Games. It's a Dutch trader, but for some reason the writing on the back is definitely, I don't know if you can read it, it's definitely German. So this is probably a German model. But I did not have this, and 65 bucks is reasonable in my opinion. And it also comes with the appropriate power cable. But I am not drawing that out of the bag. And yes, I know it's boring when I put the thing away, but if I wouldn't, there would be chaos. From the same retroverse I got this. Oh, it's a silver PlayStation 2. And you can read for yourself what is special about this. Yeah, it comes with a power supply, a SCART adapter and one silver controller. And I think 55 bucks, I think I paid 50. I think I got a €5 discount because it's from a Dutch trader that I bought quite a few stuff. But right now I have to cut down a little bit on the buying thing because I have other plans with my money, which doesn't mean that I completely stop buying. And yeah, that's the next pickup. Let's use the English side. A Philips cassette recorder, which conveniently came, of course, with a set of cables for an MSX computer, since I bought this in the Netherlands. And of course I have not tested this yet, but it looks pretty nice, mid to late 80s. It's not the sturdiest. I have had sturdier tape recorders, but it doesn't feel awful. Looks reasonably clean, and you got a speed control. That's, I don't know if you can see, there's a wheel where you can control the speed. And I hate gravity. And I think even the power cord is in the pristine looking battery compartment. So I don't think I had a terrible deal with it. And I wanted to have a traditional shoebox style tape recorder for my MSX and for the Spectrum, and maybe for the Acorn. Yeah, the box is a little bit torn, but and I think the most I have to do to get this running is to change the valve. And last but not least, this is another thing I got last weekend in Zwolle. It's the FC Twin by Yobo, and I will open the box. Sadly, I could not quite test it yet because it comes with the wrong power supply, and wrong in two ways. I'll show you. And this is an interesting clone console. I think it's, holy shit, like 20 years old by now, so it's not one of those modern clone consoles. It's a traditional one. Yeah, the power supply that came with it. It's wrong because it has an American plug and runs at 120 volts. It's a Nintendo AC adapter, not sure for what Nintendo this is, but it also has the wrong plug. It will not fit into the console because it's too big. Yeah, and that's the console. You may wonder why it has two cartridge slots. It is not to be able to play Famicom and SNES games on the same console, because you have a switch there which says 8-bit and 16-bit. This is an NES and a Super Nintendo, and it's for the American market, so without doing a little mod it will not fit European Super Nintendo cartridges. But the mod is just opening the cartridge slot and clipping off two plastic bits. It feels quite light, not as light as the the Chinese clone consoles that you can buy nowadays from AliExpress for almost nothing. But the plastics also doesn't look very high quality. It has a very, I don't know if the camera picks this up, it has a very strange look. The color feels like it's not quite there. But it doesn't seem to have yellowed a terrible lot. And yeah, the video cable that came with it is also not the right one. It's just a standard Nintendo cable, and the doorbell rang. Okay, I just got another thing to show. That's quite handy. So where did I finish? Yeah, I said that the plastic is off and that the video cable is just a standard Nintendo video cable. I figured it out later. It also came with two controllers. Which are basically clones of the original Super Nintendo controllers. They feel okay, probably not as good as the original ones. And the plastic is the same weird color as the console. And it came with two, the second one is still in its plastic. Also comes with the Yobo logo sticker that fell off of the console. Yeah, but I have to find a power supply for this, and then I will see if and how it works. It's supposed to be quite compatible. There are some flaws. The SNES part does not play games that use the SA1 chip. Not sure if it works with the other custom chips on the cartridges. It does run the Game Boy player. I've seen a video of that. But I don't know if it will run in an EverDrive. But I will figure that out. So let's have a look at the box that just came. Sadly, it's not what's on the carton. It's not a 4070, but it is a graphics card. A used one. Holy shit, are graphics cards heavy. Can we see somewhere what it is? It is a GeForce GTX. And is there a label where we can see what this is? Yes, it's a GTX 1616 Ti. This beast. So, yeah, I got this from a good friend for my birthday, which is in a couple of days. And He also promised me to help me getting Steam running on my Linux system, because I do not want to install Windows on my machine. And I can't just afford to buy a new gaming PC. Well, I could, and I was quickly thinking about it, but I have other plans, and I had to decide for one, and I think I made the right decision. Let's see if this works. There are a couple of games that I would like to play, and this graphics card should run it on my PC. I mean, it's a 8-core Ryzen 2nd generation with 32 GB of RAM. I also bought myself a SATA SSD, because my M2 boot SSD is only half a gigabyte, and it's quite full. And the only other storage I have in this PC is a spinning hard drive, a traditional one. So that's probably not going to work out. So yeah, if everything works, I may do the one or other live stream of more modern games. I'm not sure if I do it here on my English channel, but I might as well do it on my German channel. Let's see. Yeah, the other thing I now do spend my money on is something that I wanted to do for quite a long time, and you probably know about this. I think I will finally do my motorcycle license and buy myself a new motorcycle, because a couple of weeks ago a friend of mine showed me pictures of a new Honda motorcycle, and he said, "No, isn't that exactly what you are looking for?" And I had a look at it, and it looked exactly like I was looking for. I did fancy those Brixton motorcycles, but they are mostly only make sense basically as a 125, and I want to have a little bit more power, not much, but a little bit. And Honda has just released a new retro bike, the CG 350S, and it's really cheap, and it's made in Japan. It's basically like the some of the 350 Royal Enfield models, but it's made in Japan by Honda, not by Royal Enfield in India. Not that I think that Royal Enfield makes terrible bikes. I was shortly thinking about getting a Himalayan, but it's too large for me. It doesn't fit me. The Honda does fit me. I've been at the dealers and had a look at it and had a seat on it. Since I have no license, I could not do a test drive, but I'm about to change it right after my birthday. My birthday is on Carnival season this year, so it doesn't make sense to start anything right now. But in a week, the Carnival season is over, and then I can start everything. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to spend my money on this year. Last year the weather was plainly terrible. I did not think any moment about getting out and have a ride on a motorcycle, because the weather was just terrible. I think we this year, and it's end of February, we already had more sun than last year in end of March, and it didn't get better. So yeah, luckily the restoration of the MZ is not over, but yeah, we also didn't do anything on it for the last 2 years, but it's still there, and we are still thinking about getting it on the road again. But I also think, yeah, and probably my mate who is a motorcycle driver for like 30 years, he also, I think it's a good decision not to have a 40-year-old 150cc MZ 2-stroke as a first bike, but rather a modern, new, reliable Honda. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to this. So next week I probably have to do this first aid course again. I did have a visual inspection because I'm getting new glasses. Sadly, my optometrist did not get exactly the same glasses. I really like the shape and size and everything. I'm wearing glasses like this for over 30 years right now, and they are rare. But we phoned yesterday and he told me he got some that were, I think if I understand him correctly, they were another color but the same shape. So not this silvery stuff, sondern I think they were grey. I would prefer silver, gold, nickel color, but screw it, if it's the same shape, it's fine. Yeah, and he made the visual test for the driver's license that I need. I think I have to do the first aid course again, but hey, why not? It's only a single afternoon and a couple of bucks. It's not expensive. So yeah, but I will still continue posting retro game videos. I will still continue to work on the nose card, but it's a lot more work than I anticipated in the first place. It's only going to be a 3001, not a 5001. Maybe I will do a Mark II, which then will be the 5001, but I'm doing this by category, and I don't think there are many strategy adventure games that are still worth playing today. So there are 2,000 of those games that I will leave out in the first edition, and I don't think you are missing much, to be honest. I will include maybe a couple, but not the entire stuff that I do with the other categories like shoot 'em ups. What you've seen at Tomaniac's channel, he has used the nose card for a couple of times, the first prototype. He actually has the only working prototype at the moment, but now I have the SD card to get another prototype working, and I think I will make videos when I test them. I will test every single game on original hardware, so I'm not sure if I will do it live, maybe, but you won't have any influence on the sort of games that I will pick, because I will work the list down and I will just test if it runs and if it makes sense the first minute or two of gameplay. I will not do an extensive test because I can't. That's a simple fact. I cannot test 3,000 games for an hour each game. And I can't hire a team to do this because, still the main reason why I am doing the nose card is to say thank you to a couple of people that helped me with my YouTube channel or otherwise. So I'm still not sure if you will be able to buy it or if you have to get it as a gift from me. So yeah. But I think my lunch break is getting to an end. Let's see what the clock says. Yeah, I have 10 minutes left in my lunch break, so I will have a cigarette. It's beautiful weather outside. We had really beautiful weather on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. On Saturday when we were in Zwolle, it was terrible weather. Yesterday it was, not great. But it's so much better than last year, and my mood is really, I feel much more uplifted than last year. And that was also the reason why I didn't do a a lot of videos or no videos at all for about a year. I was just not in the mood. I hate rain. I hate this grey weather, and I really need the sun to feel good. And last year there was no sun. It was always raining, it was always grey. And if it was not grey or raining, we had the sun for 1 or 2 days, and then we had 2 weeks of rain again. So it was really horrible, terrible for me. But this year is so far much better. Not sure what retro videos I'm going to do. The reason why I did this, the Super Nintendo videos was, or the reason why I did any videos at all again, was because I got a friendly mail from AdSense that I was falling under the requirement for monetization, and I had a month to get like 1,000 view time hours. So to prevent this, just to keep the channel monetized, to keep it running, to show you that I'm still alive, that I'm doing well, that I'm still doing retro stuff, I will continue to release 1 or 2 retro videos every month, every week. So I will stay within the requirement for monetization. Right now I really had fun playing the Super Nintendo games, and I think there will be another recording session soon where I will record all the games. I promise. I still have to do a longer test of F-Zero and stuff. Yeah. So that are the plans on my channel, and if I do have the motorcycle license, I will get a GoPro and I show you a little bit around here in this area. It's not the most beautiful part of Germany, but I think there are still some places that are worth visiting, that are interesting or beautiful. So yeah, let's end this so I can have a quick smoke during my lunch break, and thanks for watching, and see you again.